Hello there, this is Dr. Khushboo Shah. Just hold on 1 second because I'm going live also on Instagram. Um, Hi there, this is Dr. Khushboo Shah. Hello, Instagram world. Hello, Facebook world. I, as usual, have two devices. So if I'm looking here and I'm looking there, it's because I am looking at two different devices. Welcome to call number 4. It's not call, it's, um, well, live number 4 of something that I'm doing, which is Seeds of Possibilities, where I will read out a few lines, paragraphs, nuggets of information from books that have absolutely changed my life. And mainly from Access Consciousness. I am an Access Consciousness facilitator. I'm a Talk to the Entities facilitator. Most of the books that I will be talking about or talking from will be from Access, from the founders, from the authors of various Access facilitators. Um, these books and everything in Access has given me a life where I am happy now. Everything seems more and more possible day by day. So this is my attempt at introducing you guys to some of the cool tools, some of the things, and hopefully it'll contribute to y'all. Hopefully, I mean, you can apply this to anything that you're doing. You don't have to be a facilitator to even use these tools. It's literally for everyone and anyone out there. And today's book is one of my favorite books. It's called The Home of Infinite Possibilities. Home of Infinite Possibilities. I know it's flipped. This actually is a book written by the founders of Access, Gary Douglas and Dr. Dane here. It's actually, again, a transcript of a class. Um, And this is the book that I've actually gotten signed by both the founders, um, by Gary Douglas a few years back, and then by Dane again. Um, I mean, and this is what Dane has written: "Change is the gift of possibility." Dr. Dane here, and Gary pretty much wrote "Welcome home." Okay, so that's what it is. I don't know why I'm showing you this, but this book pretty much means a lot to me. After Being You Changing the World and after many of the other books that I've spoken about, this book I tend to turn to anytime I feel a little like wonky in my world. This is the book that I like remove from my shelf and and I open it, and that's exactly what I require to hear exactly the information that I require. So hopefully today's book read will contribute to you. And of course, I'm not going to be reading the whole book. I'm just going to be reading a few parts. This is a way to introduce you to what's out there, especially if you've never been introduced to Access Consciousness, other tools of it. It's just a way to get you all acquainted. Whilst I'm reading this book, you may also come across the clearing statement of Access, which is right, wrong, good, bad, bokpod, all nine shots, boys, poets, and beyonds. This gobbledygook sentence is the clearing statement. It's meant to clear out whatever it is that we're trying to change, and it's extremely powerful. If you'd like to know more, again, go to the website www.theclearingstatement.com, and you'll see a nice little video there by Dane and Simone that will explain it even further. Good news is it doesn't have to make sense to you for it to work. Cool. So I'm gonna read like a little paragraph just before the forward by Dane. The kind of change we would like to see in the world is where judgment, vilification, and abuse no longer exist, and a different world is possible. And this is what infinite possibilities are about. Okay? The home of infinite possibilities. And it has like this elephant walking on the rope. Cool. Forward. In the winter of 2015, Dr. Dane here and I being Gary Douglas, hosted a 2-day class called Home of Infinite Possibilities, in which we talked with class participants about the magnanimous nature of the universe, the power of committing to your life, the perils of buying into this reality, and many other things, including relationships, kids, money, and the fire breathing dragon of possibility called you. And this book is based on those conversations, and it contains many of the clearings we did using the access consciousness clearing statement, which I just spoke about before. Right, wrong, good, bad, popcorn, online shots, boys, ovens, and beyonds. Yeah, so now that you know what it is about, I'm going to actually start reading the first chapter itself. Dane. Gary and I are hoping to dislodge the absolute necessity in your world to choose a small, limited, painful life and instead choose to make your life about infinite possibilities and infinite choice. And there's something we want to let you know about choosing this. It never looks the way you think it will. Just remember that a few months from now. Gary. Okay, I'm going to read that again. It never looks the way you think it will. Okay, and anytime you're asking for something, the change, the possibility, it's never going to look like anything you think it's going to. It always shows up different. Okay, Gary. Later, when you look at what showed up, you'll realize, oh, this is even greater than what I wanted. That's because when you are functioning from infinite possibilities, the smallest part of you is no longer the one in charge. Infinite possibilities show up when you allow yourself to be in the natural flow of the magnanimous universe and to have. Sorry, guys. I'm getting calls on my. Okay, I'm back. I am back. Okay, hold on 1 second. My Instagram was doing something weird. Hello. Yeah, I was getting a call on WhatsApp, so that's why the glitch. Anyway, so where was I? Infinite possibilities show up when you allow yourself to be in the natural flow of the magnanimous universe and to have the ease of that. Most people don't allow this. They could choose total ease, total joy, total glory, total possibilities, riches, wealth, and health, but instead they choose a small, limited life. It's just a choice. The home of infinite possibilities is where you choose from possibility, where you create from possibility, and where you have infinite possibilities. For those who don't know what I'm doing, I'm reading this book called The Home of Infinite Possibilities, one of my favorite books. In this reality, we aren't taught about infinite possibility. Instead, we get indoctrined into the finite possibility of this reality, which means you can do this, but you can't do this. I can do either this or that, etc., etc. We're told you can't do that, you can't have that, things can't be that way. It's sad but true. Throughout my life, people have told me what you want is just not possible. Life's not that easy. You can't have it that good. My question has always been, why not? People would tell me, and me is Gary in this case, Gary Douglas, the founder of Access Consciousness. People would tell me, this is what you should choose. This is what you should do. This is the way it is supposed to be. And I'd say that can be your reality. I don't really like your reality. I'm going to have a different one. A friend said that when he was a kid, every time he wanted something greater, his parents would ask him, who do you think you are that you can have that? Who do you think you are that you can do that? Those questions were intended to do what? To get him to choose less, to indoctrinate him into the finite possibility of this reality. Throughout my life, so. And then they've just repeated a few lines and put it in bold. Okay? So ask yourself, have you created your life as something to be lived inside the lines? Would you like to go out of let? Would you like to let go of living within the lines and start becoming unlinear? Easy for me to read. Everything that is, would you please uncreate, destroy it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, popcorn, online shots, boys, boys. Yeah. So basically, this book is about how we're creating a very small life based on what we think is supposed to be created. And if you notice, most people are therefore getting very bored. Okay. And when you get bored, starts the drama. Okay, and then you have to create something. So then you start creating things that are not required. But if you knew everything was possible, what would you ask for? So everywhere you've been creating a small life based on what you think is not possible. I can't really have that much, so let me have this. Will you please unpaint destroy it all? That wrong give back backward online shots, boys, over and beyond. Gary. When we were talking about coloring outside the lines in the Home of Infinite Possibilities class, someone said, I love being outside the lines and coloring outside the lines. Yet when I sneak outside the lines, I get the feeling that the other shoe is going to drop. I asked, do you realize that you're not choosing the possibilities in your life? You're only sneaking them in under the cover of darkness? So, everything you've done to sneak possibility into your life instead of choosing it, will you please unclear and destroy it all? I don't get bad popcorn, all nine shots, boys, poets, and beyonds. Those who don't know what I'm doing, I am reading a book from Access Consciousness. Okay, and that gobbledygook sentence that I keep repeating is something called as the clearing statement. All these books are designed to bring up stuff where we feel stuck and clear them as we're reading so something more opens up. Okay, how have you created your life? Gary, do you align and agree with this reality? Do you try to fit into this reality? Yes, you do, at least sometimes. Trying to fit into this reality means trying to align and agree with it. You say, I'm going to fit it. I must fit it. I do not fit it. And how many times have you done that yourself? I don't fit in anywhere. That was my one thing. I don't fit in anywhere. Where do I fit in? And then you try to fit in. But to try to fit in, you have to make yourself like everybody else. And that is not fun. You ask, how do I fit in? What is wrong with me that I don't fit in? You are committed to this reality. And by this reality, they mean everything that everybody says you're supposed to do. Okay? You figure that since everybody else is doing something, you should be doing it too. But just because everyone is jumping off the cliff does not mean that you should jump off the cliff as well. So, why are you not being a leader who goes forward whether anybody goes with you or not? If nobody came to access consciousness, I would still move forward with consciousness. Yeah, I would still be working on consciousness every day. I'd be asking, how can I be more aware here? How many more possibilities are there? What else can I choose that I have not chosen? And these are brilliant questions to ask. How can I be more aware here? Any place, anything that is not currently working for you, any place, whether it's money, whether it's relationships, whether it's life itself, there is something that we're not willing to be aware of. Okay, so and a question creates a space where you can get more awareness. That's why questions empower, answers disempower. So what you want to ask is, how can I be more aware here? How many more possibilities are there here? Okay, if you realize you're having issues with money, for example, it's because you've decided a lot of things are not possible. Okay, so the way we tend to work from this reality is constantly looking at what is not possible. Not possible, it's not possible, it's not possible for me to get a job this easily, it's not possible for me to start a business this easily, it's not possible, it's not possible, it's not possible. Okay, so if anything that is not working, it's because we're aligning and agreeing to what is not possible rather than looking at what is actually possible. Okay, and the way you can actually invite possibilities is by literally asking a simple question. Your mind is always constantly going to give you the same thing. So what you want to ask is, how many possibilities are here? What else is possible that I haven't even considered here? Yeah, so this is something that I am functioning from as well. I mean, learning to function. One of my targets at this lifetime is really to step into total possibility, because so many times we announce a class or I do something, and yes, it seems all possible when I announce it, but when don't see it moving the way I want it to move, the 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 reaction to immediate reaction to it is to go into what's not possible. Oh, there aren't enough people asking, or people aren't going to choose, or blah blah blah, or I must be wrong somewhere, I haven't done enough. And so this is where we go into anytime we set out to create something and it doesn't show up the way we want to, what we tend to go into is impossibility. And that is exactly what stops everything that you're creating. So I'm actually training myself. And I know that training sounds really like hard work, but it's not. It's just about catching myself going into impossibility and really stepping into possibility. What else is possible now? What else is possible that I haven't considered? And really asking that question. Okay. And noticing any place in my world that seems to, even if I'm asking what else is possible, and but like I'm asking on the outside, but somewhere I've already decided it's not possible. I'm poking and podding, which means I'm clearing it out with my with the clearing statement as I go. Okay, so so the idea of home of infinite possibilities is ask questions, turn your attention towards possibilities, and every time you go into impossibility is where you're going to get stuck. Okay, so how can I be more aware here? How many more possibilities are there? And what else can I choose that I have not yet chosen? Okay, you decided, like, if something worked out for you in your business or whatever, and okay, then you decide, oh, this is how it's always going to be, these are the steps, this is the formula, I've gotten the formula right. But what you realize is every situation is different, and the next time you try to apply the same formula, it's not going to work. Okay, so you want to be in question all the time. What else can I choose that I haven't yet chosen yet? Okay, these are the places you want to live every day. You have the idea that there is something to this reality. When he says this reality, it means everything you're told you're supposed to do and be. Okay? You have the idea that there is something to this reality, that there is something to fit into, that there is a going home, that there is a place where you belong. What if it was not about the place you belong, but the space you are? You do not recognize that the reality beyond this reality is space. Okay? So, oh, how many of you had this thing and want, like, just know you don't belong anywhere, and you keep trying to find, um you're not going to belong anywhere because you're space. Okay, that's what here your home is, the home of infinite possibilities. Okay, your home is not a country, is wherever you feel the space of infinite possibilities. Whoever you feel like, whoever that you hang out with or that you spend your time with, and you get a sense of infinite possibilities, you get a sense of things are possible, you get a sense that is the home. Okay, that's the home of infinite possibilities, your space. Okay, you the infinite being, you the infinite being. Gary, infinite possibility is about being everything you are. You have to commit to being the infinite you. Dane and I were talking with a lady who wanted to know how she could describe herself as the infinite being she truly is. She said, I don't know whether I'm choosing to be vague or whether there's nothing there to describe. Dane, I said, you may have the sense that if something is not solid and you cannot touch it, then nothing is there. That is not so. It's just that there is nothing solid enough to be called you. Gary, I said it's about the energy you have to be. She said, but sometimes there seems to be a requirement that I use words to give people that. Gary, I said, all you have to do is ask, what can this person hear? And you'll know the words you need to say. You are trying to explain what is true for you rather than asking, what can this person hear? You could ask, what is the energy I have to be to create whatever I desire with total ease? Yeah. What is the energy I have to be to create whatever I desire with total ease? You can't see possibilities, but you can be aware of them. That is so brilliant. You can't see possibilities, but you can be aware of them. Gary. There are things that exist which you cannot see. You are one of them. It's the same with possibilities. In a facilitators class many moons ago, we talked about seeing the possibilities and seeing the future. A class participant whose father was a scientist said she was taught, if you can't see it, it's not real. Thus, infinite possibilities couldn't be real because we can't see them. We try to see the future and we can't. We try to see possibilities and we can't. So we conclude they don't exist. And that is a mistake. We can't see possibilities, but we can be aware of them. Seeing is less than 1 godzillion% of what awareness would tell us. Do you ever see something as it really is? Or do you see it through your judgments and your points of view? You only see it through your judgments and points of view. You can't even see all of you. Can you see you in the mirror? No. The mirror is the reflection of your judgments. It is not a reflection of what actually is. We try to see possibilities and we can't. So we conclude they don't exist, but we can be aware of them. We can perceive the energy of them and we can receive them. Right? Isn't it beautiful? I'm just going to read a few more things and then I think we'll be done for now. The universe is magnanimous. We all know it, but we don't really know it. Yeah, it's a great thing to say, but do we really know it? Or do we function from a very small universe, a very limited universe? But the universe is magnanimous. Gary. The universe wishes to support us, but we act like we're all alone. It's as if we think the universe is an ecosystem we have to exclude ourselves from. We think we have to do everything ourselves because we don't realize that we're part of a whole. Why do we do that? I don't have an answer, but I do know we create a lot of stupidity to make sure we don't receive what the universe wishes to gift us. The magnanimous universe is the place where the universe has our back and takes care of us. The magnanimous universe is the place where the universe has our back and takes care of us. It's where everything in life tries to contribute to us, but we refuse that contribution. If we embrace ourselves as part of the whole universe without any judgment, we invite it to be part of us and we open to it, which gives us everything we desire. With every question, every choice, and every possibility, we invite the quantum entanglements of the entire universe to join with us to actualize what we desire. Dale, the universe never ceases to give to us. It never says, "You didn't make your bed, so I'm not going to give you anything today. You're a bad person. You need to sit in your dirty diapers." The universe never does that. Trees don't say, "I'm not going to give you any oranges because you're a jerk." They say, "Okay, you're a jerk. Here are some oranges. Here are some oranges. Maybe these will help you out." That's how the magnanimous that's how magnanimous the universe is. It never has a whiff of judgment. The magnanimous universe is your true home. Dane. Magnanimous means generous in forgiving insult or injury, unselfish. The opposite of magnanimous is penurious, which means extremely stingy, miserly, poverty stricken. We live in a magnanimous universe that gives to us all the time, but we choose to live a reality that tells us the magnanimous universe doesn't exist. So, how much energy are you using to create the penurious reality as your reality rather than the magnanimous universe is your universe of possibilities are you choosing? And everything that is. Will you please unpin to start? Oh! Right, wrong, good, bad, awkward, online shots, boys, co-eds, and beyonds. Oh, Gary. The magnanimous universe is your true home. People's slights or their judgments don't have any effect on you when you're functioning from the magnanimous universe. They're like water off a duck's back, it just rolls off. The universe always delivers exactly what you ask for. If you're not getting what you desire and would what you would like to have in your life, it's because you're not asking the universe for that. Dane. It's not because the universe is broken or does not like you. Gary. The consciousness that exists on this planet, in this world, and in the universe is magnanimous. And the magnanimous universe is the place where the universe has our back. It takes care of us. It doesn't judge us. If you're not willing to have how magnanimous the universe is, then you must believe in judgment and impossibilities rather than possibilities. So, are you willing to receive what you desire? Gary. The universe functions with total kindness and total generosity from the consciousness it is. It never functions with judgment of anyone or anything. It never judges anything you choose. It is a magnanimous universe that is infinitely gifting. Yet we seldom ask for what we desire. It's like even if we do ask for what we desire, there's a whole part of you that's already decided that it's not possible. Okay? For example, you'd like to create a beautiful relationship that works for you, but you think all men are assholes. So your point of view is that so it's impossible in your world. All men are not, some are, but there are kind people out there, and same goes for women, etc., etc. So what have you decided that that is the exact opposite of what you're asking for, which doesn't allow you to actually have who and what you're asking for. Okay, everything that is right on get back up on online shots, boys, co-eds, and beyonds. We keep saying, I just can't have it, I just can't do it, whether it's money, whether it's relationships, whatever. When we say that, you cut off the universe from contributing to you when you try to control how you receive. The universe likes you better than you like yourself, and it wishes to contribute far more to you than you're willing to receive. And in order to receive what the magnanimous universe gives us, we have to be willing to have a level of receiving that comes from possibilities. Okay? When your attention is towards possibilities, that's when you're actually receiving from the magnanimous universe. Okay? And it no longer will seem like a nice philosophical statement that sounds great. Yes, the universe is magnanimous, but when I look at my bank statement, it feels like, oh my God, I don't think the universe is magnanimous at all. So anything that is, right? I'll get back up on online shots, boys, provides, and beyonds. Okay? That's just a point of view that you've had, that you've bought into, that is resulting in what you're showing is how everything is showing up. Have you given up receiving, thinking that is the way you have to be because that is what this reality tells you? Everything that is, will you please understand all? Right on, get back upward online shots, tourist poets, and beyond. The next part is important, and I'm going to leave it at that. Okay, Dane, when you ask for something, you don't allow yourself to receive it because you don't realize we live in a magnanimous universe. You think we live in a very finite world where everything is limited. Okay? Gary, the universe will give you exactly what you ask for. Dane, you could say, I'd really like to have greater possibilities in my life. And say it like, you know what, show me. I'd love to have greater possibilities here. Gary, and you can also ask, how does it get better than this? And Dane, and you can also ask, what else is possible? How can we have more fun than this? How can I enjoy today more than I've ever enjoyed any other day in the past? And it's important. These questions sound, again, it almost feels like for some people, this sounds like a really nice philosophy, but not pragmatic. It's actually very pragmatic. Really ask, what else is possible here that I haven't yet considered? How can I have more fun than I've ever had before? How can I enjoy today more than I've ever enjoyed any other day? Okay, what else is possible? How does it get better than this? Learn to ask questions and stay with the energy of questions so that you start actually turning from the impossibility into the world of possibilities with everything in your life. Gary, what have you made so vital about never totally possessing the gift that the magnanimous universe wishes to give you that keeps you from having the ease of life you could be choosing? And everything that is times a godzillion, will you please unpaint destroy it all? Right on, good bad popcorn, online shots, boys, words, and beyonds. The universe would like to contribute far more to you than you're willing to receive. Awesome. Thank you guys for whoever patiently listened to my reading and talking. I hope it helped whoever it helps and whoever will watch this in the future. These books are beautiful. They might go to for everything. And it's called The Home of Infinite Possibilities. There's so many more topics. I've literally read just like parts of chapter one, and it's moving things in my world. And I've read it so many times. There's things about your body being owned, um, being a leader. There's so much, and every time you read it, it'll reach a different, deeper level every time. Okay. So thank you so much for being here and hope this contributes. What else is possible? I will see y'all every other Wednesday with another book that has contributed to me. Thank you for being here. Hope it contributes. Have a great day. And also, talking about Magnanimous Universe, I also have these money pulls going on for 30 days where we're really, really getting down and dirty into receiving more money. And it's quite interesting how things are moving. So just look at that. What would your financial reality be 5 years from now, even 30 days from now, if you did join? If you're interested in it, or you can reach out to me or Komal Vaishnav or Deepanti, etc. So what else is possible? And the links are in my bio for Instagram, and hope to see you. Meanwhile, go get this book, The Home of Infinite Possibilities. Get it. Get it now. Bye bye.